Let's bring out the starting five for your Sacramento Kings. At the point, 6 feet 4 inches, number 23, at power forward, standing 6'8", number 13, Keegan. The other forward, at 6'6" number 10, DeRozan. The man in the middle, 6 feet 10 inches, number 11, starting at the other guard, standing 6'5", number 8,
To have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson at the table with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. So here's Portland's starting group. We've got Denny Avdia, Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Kamare in at the 3. And for the Kings, the duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Ellis in at the point guard position. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Outside Murray. Sabonis outside. And there's a pick. Pass to DeRozan. Avdia pulls it in.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Simons finds Ayton. Here's Kamare, defended by DeRozan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up the 8-footer. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. And here's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Outside Murray. Pass to Sabonis. Here's Ellis. Ooh, Ayton with the block. And so the first quarter wraps up without too much action on the scoreboard. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Sacramento's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I really like the attitude they've displayed here early on.
Yeah, I think they've controlled the momentum, and that is showing up.
Now Portland with it. On the court right now for Portland. Denny Avdia out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then there's Sharp. And it's Kamare in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Ayton. Pass to Sharp. 6 to shoot. Here's Kamare. Takes a 3. Sharp. That one's good. Sharp's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Ayton against DeRozan. DeRozan getting his feet wet in the paint.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Now here's Simons. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, amazing.
Man, turning on the jets here. Simon sees the gap and starts running fast.
DeRozan, left side. Oh, rejected by Ayton. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Simons. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's Domantas Sabonis, and it's Ellis in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Hayden with a screen. Here's Sharp. It's rebounded by Sabonis.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Here's LaVine for 3. And Zach LaVine from deep.
And with how well LaVine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
Outside Sharp. Pass to Kamare. Avdia outside. Ayton with a screen. 5 on the clock. Avdia passes to Ayton. Count it.
The classic big man play there, just pushing right past the defense and finishing strong.
DeRozan deciding where to go with it. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
And we wrap up the third, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting fourth. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so DeRozan will bring it up for Sacramento. Taking a look at the Trailblazers. Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Avdia. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Kamare in at small forward.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Now here's Sharp. Pass to Simons. Fires from deep. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. On offense, here are the Kings to take the lead. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send them to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
First team foul. At the line for 1. Zach LaVine.
Well, important there to have the three-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances.
Let's give a warm welcome to your Sacramento Kings Breakers.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups address the team. He emphasized staying sharp the rest of the way, saying turnovers will kill us. We can close this gap if we take care of the ball. Don't try and overdo it. Let's send it back to you guys, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie. 27 seconds left to play in the fourth. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud, let them hear it. That's right, everybody. Who wants a free t-shirt?
Seven seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Simons is not going to back down offensively. He just plays with aggressiveness. He's a guy you have a hard time not fouling.
Good on the first, and that brings him within 2 here. Both good from the line that time.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
At the line for your Kings, Zach Levine, 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Takes a step back to the middle. Money! And that one brings him within 1.
And how about that 8 stepping up, wanting the pressure.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Anthony Simons, second personal foul. Third team. At the line for 2, Ellis.
We got this, we got this.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. So So he gets them both, and it's a three-point game. 12 seconds left in the final quarter. Avdia from outside. Misses the tray. And now they foul and stop the clock.
DeAndre Ayton, first personal foul, fourth team foul. Shooting for Sacramento, Ellis, 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
And so it's Sacramento with the W. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.
And thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you're enjoying your Friday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And now the Lakers starting group. In at forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Luka Doncic's out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Clippers, we'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Dunn is out there with Harden. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. Greg, we're sure to see a lot of quality basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams. So expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
Harden has a wide open look. Off target from three-point range. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Doncic outside. Pass to Hayes. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Zubats. Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Free throw good from Hayes. One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Clippers. Hayes hits them both. We've got 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Powell. Harden looking it over. Now Zubats. Shot clock at 6. Jones, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
Yeah, Leonard really utilizing the vision to find the crack in the defensive coverage. James outside, shoots over Leonard, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Clippers on top, leading by a point. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers. Guys?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubac in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Kicks it out to Harden. Zubac, a screen on Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Doncic with the block.
Luka's sheer size makes him a mismatch for most guards.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Dunn misses.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
From about 16, bounces high off the rim and drops. Doncic has got his first points in this one.
Luka doesn't shoot a ton from the mid-range, but he's more than capable and effective when he does.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
So that'll be it for the first half. A fairly even battle underway in this one. Clippers lead by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Teron Lue. Coach, what is the focus going to be in the second half?
Just play the right way. Move the ball, share the ball, get stops, and get out and run the transition.
Always leads to good results. Thanks, Teron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And here are the Clippers. They lead by 1. So the Lakers 5 right now. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Rui Hachimura out there with Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the point. People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
And he can't hit the second. And Clark for the Lakers. The last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
Here's Leonard at the Dunn. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Hachimura. And it's Leonard missing. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And LeBron throws it down.
LeBron James, power and athleticism on full display with the jam.
Leonard on the wing. In the paint, Kwai gets it done.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, you're looking at having a very big second half.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Zubac in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game, and he wants to be prepared.
Hey, fans, it's now time to get excited. Come on, let's hear it for your Clippers Breakers.
Got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situations. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Leonard against Hachimura. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
The 3 for Doncic. Nails the tray.
Get used to seeing this, folks. Doncic taking the moment head on and delivering.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
That's down. Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best move. Come on, let's go. Let's see those dance moves. Next dancer. Everybody, get that. Give yourself a round of applause.
So it's the Clippers now, trailing by 5. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Kicks it out to Leonard. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Showing no hesitation and in a huge moment. Kwai wants the ball when they need a bucket. Okay, you know what? Smart fouls. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Second team foul. At the line for the Lakers, Luka Doncic.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he is unable to get the second one. Leonard against Hachimura. Count it!
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time.
Stand up. Get wild.
Here's Doncic. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, Luka Doncic. Shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And it cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Here with Luka. You got the W, so what did you think about your performance?
You know, we got to win against a team that's very competitive. You know, they go hard no matter what. You know, they're a great team. And, you know, I'm just glad we got to win. And we got to keep going like that.
Hey, man, thanks for your time. I really appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for spending your Friday afternoon with 2K Sports and the NBA. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Ali LaForce courtside. And now the opening lineup for Chicago. Buzel is out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Kobe White, then it's Lonzo Ball, and it's Giddey in at the 3 spot. And for the Hawks, Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels, and it's Risache in at the small forward position. Well, Richard, these teams like to slow it down and play their half-court sets.
When you're a young player, that can be a bit frustrating, but when you're a vet, you welcome games like this where everyone can take their time.
And it's the Hawks to start out. Young with it. 4-3. Unable to get that one.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Giddey against Young. Now here's Giddey. The shot no good. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Daniels passes to Okongwu. The kick out to Young. Releases from the wing and drills it.
It's great to see Young working off the ball. He's got the skill set to flourish in that kind of action.
Ball outside to the inside. Here's Vucevic. It's good from in tight.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Tie game in Atlanta. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
When you're the more aggressive club, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
Chicago with the ball. Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Okongwu in at the center spot. So that's the Hawks 5. And that one's good. Giddey.
Tremendous individual play. I mean, challenging the heart of that defense.
Young looking around. Okongwu, a screen on ball. Inside. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
You want to take away the shooting of Young, but in the pick and roll, Trae can dish it effectively.
Now here's Giddey. Defense is right there. Here's Buzelis. Rebounded by the Hawks. Outside Young. 15 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Shot clock at 6. Fearless Trae Young.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Hawks on top, up by 2. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Quinn Snyder, and Coach, you're getting stops in the first half. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we're playing hard, scrambling, picking up our effort, trying to be precise and disciplined and talk, and not resting on our laurels at any point.
Hopefully you can remain active on the defensive end in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Get your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. Kobe White out there with Lonzo Ball. Then there's Nikola Vucevic, then it's Buzelis, and it's Giddey in at the 3.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one's off. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
And the second free throw is good. And 6-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate. And they've swayed the outcome of games.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Daniels. There's Young with the 3. He can't get that one to fall. Outside White. Here's Buzelis. The shot comes out. Johnson with the defensive effort. The Hawks leading. Outside Young. Vucevic with some nice D.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Nails it from 3.
Oh, what a crafty move. See the defender to pause right there.
3/4 of play and a close one here. It's the Bulls. They're up by 2. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 2-point game. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's Risache in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Takes a 13-footer. The rebound by Atlanta.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Young. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page.
On the court, it's your high squad.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, you're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another. Guys, let's see what happens.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Pass to Buzelis. And here's Giddey to the paint. Here's Vucevic. No good on the shot. Good D by Okongwu. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances.
Here we go, fans. Comes to the court right now. Are your FTL dancers.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. There's 14 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Four on the clock. Lets it go from deep. Oh, bangs home the three.
Man, where's the effort on the defensive end? You gotta play harder than that.
Yeah, these teams have kind of decided to fight this battle on scoring alone. There's not that much intensity on defense.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. What's the best strategy for him?
And a three would tie it up. If they have to make one extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that.
Let's see those dance.
Three-pointer, Vucevic. Oh, and he can't make the shot to force overtime. And so it's Atlanta who scrapes by with a win. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what. These are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Trey, this is a young team. Talk about the chemistry and the connection and how you play together.
I mean, you're around us outside of the locker room. You can tell why we support each other so well, and the energy we have for each other on the court. I mean, you can tell the reason why we do that. And I love this group.
The connection is there on and off the court. Guys?
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Trae Young.
Here are the starters for the visiting Toronto Raptors. At center, Jakob Poeltl. At forward, R.J. Barrett. At guard, Emmanuel Quickly. At forward, Scotty Barnes. At guard, Brandon Ingram. The head coach of the visiting team is Darko Rajakovic. At forward, 6'9", number 8, Zaire Williams. At guard, 6'5", number 1, D'Angelo. At center, 6'11", number 33, Nicholas Claxton. Forward, 6'8", number 2, Johnson. Guard, 6'3", number 24,
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Brandon Ingram's out there with Emmanuel Quickly, and it's Barrett at the 3. And for the Nets, down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Russell is out there with Cam Thomas. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's got to be physical and highly intensified.
Ingram against Thomas. Now here's Ingram, guarded closely. It's good.
And loving when Ingram uses that length down low, not settling for the jumper.
Quickly against Russell. It's Thomas on the wing. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Williams' shot is off. Here's the Raptors with the ball. It's Barrett on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Ingram. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
An aggressive take from Ingram inside, earning the whistle in the process.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws of this game. The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Thomas against Ingram. Thomas, good.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Raptors lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel Quickly out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. DB thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets on a roll, he is tough to stop.
Kevin, he reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
And both free throws good for Thomas. Doris, what's the key for a team like the Nets, who have to hit the reset button, so to speak?
I think, Kevin, you have to find consistency at the head coaching position, because then you can set clear and achievable goals for your team going forward. You set a style of play, commit to it, and just build year by year, game by game.
Just 5 on the clock. Barnes passes to Purtle. Claxton with the steal. Williams against Barrett. Williams kicks to Johnson. Back to Williams. To the inside. Kicks it out to Johnson. Claxton a screen on Barrett. Williams outside. Here's Claxton. Off target at the rim. He gets it up. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's the Nets now. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Cam Thomas is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Williams at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Barnes can't get it to go. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 3-point lead. And here's Johnson outside. He can't get that one to fall.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to quickly. Here's Purtle. Claxton covering. Purtle sets the pick for Ingram. Over Thomas. Here's Purtle. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Oh, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's the Nets up 1. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next.
All right, fans.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So for Toronto right now, Barnes and Purtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Barrett at the 3 spot.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. During that last break, I heard Jordy Fernandez as he talked with his team. He begged them, don't give up. He told his guys one possession at a time. Let's go out there and do what we talked about. That's how we get back into this one. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David.
He's such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
And the timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your next new team.
Here's Ingram, quickly trying to break free. It's in! A huge shot to tie it up.
And this is what you want more of. Ingram has to keep being aggressive like this.
Here's Thomas. Some solid defense from Pirtle. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Thomas against Ingram. It counts.
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. What do you think we're going to see here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. Come on, let's see those dance moves. No thanks. Next.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Thomas against Ingram. Now here's Thomas. Shoots over Ingram. Count it! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Oh, tremendous lift on that shot. Not an easy score in the face of a much taller defender.
And the timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now.
Fans, on the court, your hype squad. Who wants a t-shirt? Come on!
For 3, Ingram. Bullseye!
Can't afford these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
And right now, neither side can get a stop. Looks like both coaches will have plenty of material for the film room.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we present the player of the game, Brandon Ingram.
The Knicks, ready to enjoy that one-of-a-kind New York home court advantage, coming into the building earlier tonight. A great way to finish the week strong. Friday afternoon, live on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And the starting lineup for Miami. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Alec Burks. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the 5 spot. And for the Knicks, they've got Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Towns in at the 5, down low. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Outside Hart, pass to Bridges. Anunoby against Wiggins. Now here's Anunoby. The D's right on him. 4 on the clock. 3-pointer, Bridges. The rebound by Wiggins. And it's Miami's ball. The shot off that time. Oh, nice D from Anunoby. Bridges finds Brunson. There's 14 seconds left in the opening quarter. Hart with a screen on Hero. Brunson passes to Hart. Off target at the rim.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
And there's the horn, the end of the first. Not much offense so far. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Well, things have gone the way they wanted here in the first period.
Yeah, that was a sharp start, but we've got a long way to go. They're going to have to sustain that intensity.
And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the point. That's the group for New York starting the second. Now here's Wiggins. And it's Ware missing. And here's Brunson. The 3 is up. The shot, no good. And over the last few possessions, neither team has been able to get into a rhythm.
Yeah, everyone looks a little off right now.
Hero finds Adebayo. Adebayo, a screen on Bridges. Works for 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Hart against Hero. Hart passes to Brunson. Over Adebayo. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. It's a tie game in New York. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot. Nice drive. It's all good. One more time. A big round of applause for the participants.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Setting the floor for the Heat. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Tyler Hero. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Ware in at center, filling out the middle. Hero with the bucket.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
New York with the ball, trailing by 2. Brunson passes to Bridges. Fires the 3, and the three-pointer goes. Bridges has got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Hero against Brunson. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, you never want to send Hero to the line. Tyler's led the league in free throw shooting.
Miami shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
Hero against Brunson. Gets the bucket and the foul! It's on Tyler Hero.
And I like it. I mean, using the strong frame, Brunson pushes through the foul and sinks the shot.
New York shooting their first foul shot of the game.
That's his first personal. First team foul. Jalen Brunson at the line. 1 shot.
And the free throw, no good. Wiggins looking around. Fires the 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. New York out in front, up 1. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us.
Come on, everyone.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Brunson's got the ball here for New York. It's a one-point game. They've got Josh Hart. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for New York right now. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Loudest section in the building gets 3 t-shirts.
Sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. We make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Hero against Brunson. Hero outside. Cash! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within 1.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Oh, sit down. Give yourself a round of applause.
.30 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. With the step back, here's Hero over Brunson. Hero, no good. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Here's Brunson, and they go to the intentional foul.
Tyler Hero, second personal foul. Second team foul. Jalen Brunson at the line, 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
Hero, the pass to Burks. Three-pointer off the mark. And so they foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. Jalen Brunson at the line. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Sinks the tray.
And if you're wondering why the score is so high, look to the defense being played. Not good.
Not a lot of resistance, and trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
We played like we wanted it more. We came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with Gobert, and it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. We can expect more of a methodical pace, Brent, I think, in this one. What do you think?
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Both of these teams love to run their offense in the half court. They'll slow things down. They'll love the setups. They'll try to manipulate a couple of the plays to get matchups they want. Neither side afraid to take it under 5 seconds on the shot clock, and that patience may pay off.
Kuzma, that's good.
And Kuzma spacing the floor nicely, patiently waiting and knocking down the 3.
Now here's Edwards. Conley left side. Back to Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Edwards makes it dueling three-pointers, showing some leadership, getting that one back.
Randall against Giannis. Pass to Prince. Back to Antetokounmpo. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Tie game in Minnesota. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
I really thought that everything seemed to fall into place for them in that first quarter.
Well, they're playing aggressive, unselfish basketball, exactly what their coach wants.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Taurean Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over McDaniel. And rejection by McDaniel. Over to the wing. Conley against Lillard. Conley the pass to Randall. Now here's McDaniel. Defense right on him. Randall no good. Down his high post. Edwards there. And that one's good. Lillard.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Edwards with it. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Milwaukee on top. They lead by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Joined by Doc Rivers. Coach, what did you think of the effort in the first half?
Well, the effort's fine, I guess. Defensively, we got to be better, so that's part of the effort. But they're just scoring too easy. They're throwing us around. They are so much more the physical team right now, so we got to pick up our physicality.
I'm sure that will be discussed thoroughly before the next half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's Conley in at the 1. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. A miss that time would have put him up.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Conley. Pass to Prince. Bucks passing it around. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. A 2-point game. Gobert with a screen on Prince. Great look, but off the mark. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bucks lead by 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Antetokounmpo. It's good!
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. You wouldn't know they were down from what he was talking about. He was positive with the team. He was calm. He said he wanted to keep them focused. It's a pretty good approach, guys. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Edwards, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It goes on Taurean Prince.
And this is Edwards' game, man. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Shoot two.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
He gets them to within one possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense. And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Conley against Lillard. Here's Edwards. Lopez with the block.
Lopez has size and great instincts. That makes him a threat to knock shots away like that.
On offense here, the Bucks. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. And that's an intentional foul.
Second team foul. Shooting for Milwaukee, Damian Lillard taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Three-pointer, Randall. And the rebound goes to Lopez. And so the Bucks take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much. Giannis, you have said in the past you have even more untapped potential. So how did you put your fingerprints on this game?
I'm just here to do whatever it takes to help my team win. Did a great job executing, moving the ball. And this is what we do. This is what we do. We play together, and whatever we do, hopefully we can get a win at the end of the day.
Well, it certainly turned into a win tonight, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, with me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. Now the starting group for San Antonio. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5. And for the Wizards, Jordan Poole out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then it's Chris Middleton, then there's Sarr, and it's George in at the 4-man position. Well, both of these organizations have done a good job of acquiring and developing young talent, Grant.
Absolutely, B.A. These rosters are filled with young stars. They have the chance to make some noise in the coming years. They just need to continue to grow as individuals and as a team.
Poole outside. Launches a 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs a board. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Fox against Poole. Fox the pass to Wembanyama. That one's good for 2.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Now here's Poole. Pass to Coulibaly. Poole's got room. Cans it with nobody near him.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Fox with the ball. Driving inside. The layup off target. It could go. The shot off that time. Tie game in Washington. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, let's quickly break down the game and what we've seen so far from the Wizards, guys.
Well, you have to imagine they're feeling pretty confident the way things have gone.
But they can't afford to get complacent because of the early success. There is still a lot of basketball to be played.
Here's Wembanyama. On the court for San Antonio here in the second. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Wembanyama in at the center. Fox for three. Sarr pulls it in. To the inside, George. And George with the jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Barnes. It's rebounded by Washington. Poole outside. Back to Middleton. Shoots over Vassell. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's Washington up 2, and we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 2-point game. Bilal Coulibaly out there with Jordan Poole. Then there's Sarr. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's George in at the power forward position. That's the group for Washington right now.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Back to Poole from downtown. Vassell with the rebound. Poole's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Barnes in the post. Out to Fox from the arc. Rebound Washington. Now Poole. Oh, what an effort by Poole!
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And here's Fox. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Fox has got his first points of the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Tie game in Washington. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. So on the floor for the Spurs. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team: how bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Fox to take the lead. That shot off the mark. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
George passes to Sarr. Inside, Poole. And he buries it. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. .26 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And he sinks it. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
That is a huge shot by the lefty, and Fox is proving that he can be the go-to guy when his team needs a bucket.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second team foul. At the line for the Wizards, Willow 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a three-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a two-possession game.
Floats one. And it's Poole with a rebound. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Jordan Poole, 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game up.
A deep three. Unable to get that one. So it's Washington picking up the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Jordan Poole.